Alright, so today we just decided that we... We just decided that we wanted to make a video today.
It's just a vlog.
We are going to talk about school and going back to school, and since we are freshmen in college, it's a really different experience for us, and we just have so much things to talk about. So
So much.
So
Yeah,
why don't
so
you
these
go
are
first?
like these are like do's and don'ts. Like, I guess you could use this for high school too if you guys are still in high school. But yeah. Okay, so what's like the first thing you...
Don't be late. Don't ever be late, because like you can come just on time, but you mostly want to be early to get a good seat in class. Unless you guys are assigned one, then that's not really a big deal.
I haven't been assigned a seat in years.
I know. Unless you're assigned one, or if you are not and you can just sit freely anywhere, I would advise you to get early, because you're gonna end up in the back like I was. I was like on time, and like right on time, right when class started, and I got to sit like, and I had to I had to sit all the way in the back, like in this one little chair,
Like
far
a little
away,
emo kid
isolated
in the
from
back.
everybody
Oh,
else, and it was a little embarrassing.
Anyway,
And I couldn't see the board, so...
Another reason you don't want to be late is because if you walk into your class late, like, the teacher's not going to stop for you and, like, tell you everything you missed. Like, they'll just, like, keep talking, like, if you didn't even walk in late, or, like, you didn't even come in the first place, you know? So, anything you missed, you're going to have to get from people.
And another thing is, you're going to get put on the spot if you come in late sometimes. The teacher will be talking about something, and then bam, she'll just ask you a question as soon as you sit down. I already saw that, and it's only been like my second day of school. So be prepared when you come late, but just try not to be. If you need to find parking, or if the bus schedule, just figure that all out so you get there on time or earlier. Mm-hmm. That's like one of the main things I would advise in class.
I'll say another thing would be...
Take notes.
Take lots of notes. Like,
like as soon as the teacher starts talking, it may go over your head, or like you kind of space out or forget about it, but just like remember, oh, I should be writing this stuff down, because it might show up somewhere on a quiz or in homework, and you will need to know it.
Yeah, like me, and my first class is at 7:45 in the morning, and I hate waking up early. So when I'm sitting in class, I'm just like... And then the teacher's going over stuff like really important, so I'm not going to remember all of that. So you just take notes and about everything she says and does and hears and says or whatever. That way, like, when you're actually awake later on in the day when you come home to do your homework, you're like, oh, that's what she said, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's very true. Like, you may not understand it then when the teacher's talking, but when you go back and read it like a second or third time, it'll be easier to understand. So that's another tip for you.
Ooh, that also brings us to asking questions. Like,
very important.
Don't feel like, oh my gosh, I'm going to look so retarded if I raise my hand and ask a question. You're not. Because there could be like 5 other people in the class thinking the same thing as you, and if nobody asks, no one's going to know.
Yeah, so you're like dying to wonder what the question is, and then when you say it, they'll be so relieved. And like, your teacher loves when you ask questions, because they're like, my teachers is like, anyone has questions? Like, for 5 minutes, she was just silent, waiting for someone to ask.
Yeah, that's what they're there for. They're there to answer your questions and stuff. I mean, they studied to answer questions for you. So ask away. You can never ask too many questions. And the more questions you ask, the more you know anyway. So
it'll be really helpful.
Yeah.
Do not procrastinate at all, because that is bad. Like, as soon as you get your work and as soon as you have time to do it, because...
Because some people over here...
swallowed alive.
Some people over here, they find out they have homework at like 10, 11 o'clock at night.
That was not me to hustle
and then like they stayed up till 2 in the morning doing their homework, wake up at 6 just to find out that the homework they thought they did wasn't even homework.
And that's where the questions part play in, so make sure...
And paying attention part play in.
The right information.
Play in.
Yep, so do not procrastinate. If you have a project that's due at the end of the term, don't wait to start it then, because most likely it's due at that time for a reason, because you're going to need the whole term to use.
Oh, another thing, eat breakfast.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh my gosh. Okay, we have class from like 7:45 till like 4.
4:30.
Yeah, 4:30 or whatever. And like, I don't get a break till 12, and then
I get a break at 9.
yeah, well, I don't get a break till 12, and then you're just like dying. By my second class, I'm just like.
So take a snack with you if you do have like even a granola bar or like
yeah,
trail
those
mix or
green
something.
granola bars come in 2
Nature,
packs, so you can
something.
share with your best
Bestie.
friend.
Yeah, so those will really help. Even just like between walking to your class, 15 minutes you have or whatever amount that you have, just munch on it because you're gonna be hungry and like your stomach is gonna be growling. She's so cute. But yeah, so
Yeah, you will
that's
be
another
really
thing.
hungry.
Wear something that you're going to be comfortable in for a really long time because you don't want to be worrying about yourself for so long and not have the necessary tools to fix it or whatever. Like, say you're wearing something that's maybe a size too big or something, so it's kind of uncomfortable. You won't want to be worrying about that all day in school or like in class fidgeting around, trying like worrying about, oh my gosh, is this showing, is that like.
Or like if you have a purse that's already falling apart and then you have all your books in there and then you're like, oh my god, it's gonna break
I
soon.
know, so just be prepared and like think about things that can happen.
I guess you could always remember to bring lunch money too, because if you get hungry, you know, back to the food. What am I always thinking about food? If you get hungry, you have to buy something like on campus too.
True. Yeah, don't just think you can wait to go home because you're gonna be
No,
hungry.
you can't do it. Especially, oh my gosh, what if there's traffic on the way home and then you're stuck there,
like 17 minutes,
like bumper to bumper.
Oh, I
Wow.
feel like I'm hungry.
I don't have to dress up. Like, dressing cute is fine, you know, style is good, but like going overboard,
Not necessary.
like people are there just to study. It's
So
okay.
if we come up with any other tips or different experiences, since this was only our second day of school,
yeah,
we'll
second day.
definitely share it with you guys. And if you have any questions or like you need advice on something for school or anything else, then
Yeah,
just let us know in the comments below. We love to
It's
hear
our first
anything.
vlog, so we probably want to make more of these videos, but we don't really know what you guys have, like questions and stuff, so please ask us questions.
Yeah, then we'll make tons for you. Alright, so we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye. Okay.
I see you watching me.
You see me watching you.
I like the way you move.
I like the
things you do. Like,
don't stop, baby. Don't stop, baby.
okay.
Okay, that was our introduction. Yeah.
Another tip I would like your eyelashes falling off.
Yeah, girl, when you glue those eyelashes on, make sure you glue them on good. You don't want to be like talking to someone and
Not that that's happened to any of us. Why am I holding your highlighter?
How are your eyelashes holding up?
They're doing just fine, thank you.
Okay. Anyway. I had that song stuck in my head. Isn't she so cute? No, she doesn't have fleas, people. She has allergies. She's so cute. Yeah, Nanny. Nanny, over here.